Hey, Adam.
Yes.
Did you hear?
No. What was I supposed to hear about?
The XFL is hiring.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the XFL is hiring.
Oh my God. Stars gonna win this. He is broken in half. Are you ready?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's time for a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
Let's go. Let's just go.
Let's
I
just
don't
go.
know where we're going, but let's go.
It's down in front of your sheet.
Oh,
in front
yeah.
of you.
Oh, yeah. Here's the news. All right. So we got news. We've got rumors. We've got stuff to complain about.
And pushing off our booking the Universal Championship
Once again.
because we're trying to keep this show in under an hour.
Yes. Now, we will later in the show get to Fox and Smackdown, what's going on with that. But right away, Tim, we have we got rumors to start off with.
Okay. First, rumor is who's going to be in it.
Yes.
We know for a fact that the Mae Young Classic is happening.
It hasn't been confirmed yet.
No, it has. We know it's happening. We just don't know if the dates that were leaked are the dates they're recording.
Oh, okay.
Because they have confirmed on stuff that's coming to the network soon, a few weeks around WrestleMania time.
All right.
It was coming.
Okay.
They are doing Mae Young Classic 2.
Okay.
It is happening. We just don't know for a fact that the dates that we've been seeing
Yes.
are going to be the actual dates they record.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, but we do know the Mae Young Classic is happening, and the rumor is of two potential talents in the tournament.
Exactly.
First one is the return of Tony Storm.
Yes.
Not Strum.
Thank you, YouTube comment section.
Yes. Tony Storm is most likely probably going to be in it again. She made it to the semifinals and lost to winner Kairi Sane.
All right. By the way, Kairi Sane has an amazing elbow drop.
Yeah, she does.
I mean, I still have to give it to Macho Man and Shawn Michaels, but hers is damn good.
And
I mean, it's not as good as Zack Ryder's woo 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 elbow drop.
okay, I have a question.
What?
Velveteen Dream's elbow drop
Yeah.
or Kairi Sane's?
Kairi Sane's.
I mean, Velveteen Dream has a good elbow drop.
Yeah, but Kairi looks like she's trying to hurt you.
Yeah. Velveteen Dream's still working on that part, but he can get the distance.
Oh,
though.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So let's give him that. But anyway, so that's one of the rumors. And the other one is a Japanese legend in a sense.
Pretty much.
What's the name? I can't remember the name.
Io Shirai.
Apparently she was supposed to be in last year's. She was going to sign for last year's.
Yep, she had a neck injury which prevented her from
Yep.
being that the WWE withdrew their contract offer.
Actually, from what I remember reading, is actually they found it during the medical tests.
Well, I mean that's
the
still
tournament. Yeah.
before the contract.
Well, yeah, I mean it's part of the process, but that's how I
Yeah,
found.
maybe.
So she wasn't able to partake, but rumor is that she's going to be in it this year, and apparently she's one of the most brutal female acts in Japan for women.
Nice.
Because she was supposed to come with Kairi Sane to last year's
Oh,
tournament.
okay.
So hopefully we'll find out soon. But what are the dates that are rumored? Did you write those down?
No, I did not. Not at all.
Sometime in August. Back-to-back nights in August is
Yes.
supposedly the recording. So we'll keep you apprised of that. But I'm just glad that we're going to get another one because we haven't got another Cruiserweight Classic, but the 205 Live and the Cruiserweight division kind of screwed that up.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I think that actually would work better as a more of a every 2 years or 3 years. Make it a big event.
Yeah.
Don't have it. That doesn't have to be an annual event.
No, and it's a big event. It should include the entire 205 Live roster
And people from outside.
and from outside.
Yeah.
People who may or may not have been able to compete in the junior heavyweight division with other companies.
Yes. But
Or maybe stars that they've stolen from other companies.
yeah. But so the fact that this was such a huge success,
Yeah.
and that we're getting another one, isn't just not just a good thing, but I mean it's another step in Triple H's push for women's wrestling, which is great. Because you know Vince McMahon just couldn't give a shit.
Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't care.
What do you mean that the divas aren't gonna make out with me? They're superstars now, Vince. What do you mean the divas aren't gonna make out with me anymore on TV?
I know. It's like, oh.
I mean, if I was Vince McMahon at that time era, in that era, I probably would be doing the same thing. How bad as that is?
No, I mean,
It's television.
It's bad.
Yes.
It happened.
Yes.
We can't say that we can't change that.
No.
But we can look forward to the future and go, no, things are going to go in this direction from now on.
The one thing I like to look at it is this: even when, as much as if people want, if they want to condemn the brawl and panties, mud wrestling matches, stuff like that.
It was meant for entertainment.
It was meant for entertainment, but also I think of it this way: it was a stepping stone that we went through to help us get to an actual wrestling division for women.
Yes.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we had to go through that. Because I remember back at that time, I was like, yeah.
Well, I mean, we were teenage boys.
Yeah, of course, but it was a stepping stone.
Right.
We don't need to go back to that stuff.
I don't want to see that. Not anymore.
If I want to see a mud wrestling match, I'll actually go to a strip club that has one.
I mean, there's still independent scenes that still do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
So, but
if I really wanted to, I'd go see it.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah. So it's another good thing. It'll be great to see when they do the filming and when it is going to be airing. But I know I'll be watching.
Oh, of course you will. We'll be getting a full rundown like last year did.
Oh yeah, by far. All right. The next one.
So the next up that we have regarding rumors is there's a possibility of two indie companies coming to the WWE network.
You mean that irreverent thing that they have on the Let's Stream stuff?
The what?
It's irreverent now, remember? With the contracts?
Well,
we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that, but...
But no, ICW in progress. Now, the two companies have had a handshake deal with the WWE for... It was very obvious a year ago during last year's UK tournament.
Yeah.
When Triple H actually showed up at an ICW show, was in the ring, and addressed the fans on mic.
Yep.
So, yeah, there's a working agreement.
Also, the fact that William Regal has been at many Progress shows.
Yeah.
Been out front.
Drew Galloway was a Progress champion for a while.
Yep. They also had a few towns wrestle in Progress.
A number of them are currently signed for the UK tournament.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like, okay, yep.
We're not poaching talent from you guys, but we're poaching talent from you guys.
We're working with them we're working with them. They haven't fully taken their talent because they're still allowed to appear on those shows.
Oh yeah,
but yes, and I think that's a smart move for these companies because they are small. If they can work with the big dog,
yes,
it says yes. We care about our talent and we want our talent to succeed. And this gives them that opportunity to be seen. We have
a road to a much larger scene.
Yep. And also that is if these big talents they are seen on some programming on the network and stuff like that and still wrestling for us,
it will draw
us to them.
Bigger ticket draw.
And then also these talents eventually go on to NXT, the main roster.
Yeah.
And they do video packages or stuff like that. You can cite back to these companies, and it helps.
Hopefully.
Yes. Under Triple H, they will.
Yes.
Vince McMahon, But the thing is, eventually this...
Well, remember, in Vince's mind, there is no wrestling other than the WWE.
And they're not even wrestling. They're sports entertainment.
Well, yeah. So there's no other companies other than us, and we will never mention that another company works. And nobody else that has worked for us that now may work for another company even exists. Yeah. We just don't even talk unless they're Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Somehow.
But yeah, so it's just one of the things that's a good thing. There's been rumors about bringing on independent talent shows onto the network for a while.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor was mentioned at one point.
Yeah, I remember that.
I doubt that will happen now that they have their own streaming site.
Well, and they have a bigger deal with New Japan.
Yes. But the thing is, I would love to see if maybe they could work out a deal to get some of their older stuff on the network. But
I really doubt it.
I don't think it will happen, but
No.
I mean, it'd be an interesting thing.
No, I actually see New Japan Ring of Honor through the work that Cody is doing currently, maybe having a bigger deal with the NWA.
It's possible. It'd be interesting to see how they go about this because,
Yeah. Which would be awesome.
Yeah.
Seeing the NWA Championship show up in, well, I mean, we've seen it show up in Ring of Honor already.
yeah,
But to then one day Wrestle Kingdom and you're like, the NWA Championship's being defended here?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That'd be
That's
kinda cool.
awesome.
That would be cool. So take it for a grain of salt. I mean, we know there's a handshake deal with these companies, but whether Vince will finally let it happen, because one of the rumors is that he's agreed to let it happen and then changed his mind.
Oh, yeah.
Only time will tell.
I know. All right, next up. NXT is not doing so well.
What do you mean he's not doing so well?
Well, NXT TakeOver Chicago
Yep.
isn't selling tickets the way that the WWE wants them to. Or not selling enough tickets right now.
Interesting.
I mean, the show is still, what, 2 weeks away?
3 weeks away? I don't remember what the dates are.
Actually, I think it's 2.
Only there's a magical device that we could look it up.
Yeah, But what's happening is that NXT TakeOver is not selling well, and I'm trying to figure out why would that be? Like, why would? Oh, not Chicago 2017. Anyway, why would that not be doing well here?
I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention enough to it.
What?
June
You're
16th.
supposed to be my NXT guy.
June 16th.
Okay, you're my NXT guy. Why haven't you been paying
I
attention?
have other stuff I'm trying to get done.
Like what?
Launch a YouTube channel. Write my novels. Be a genuinely good human. No, that's not. Last one's a lie.
Yeah, that one's.
Yeah,
I
that's-
know
That's
you too well.
bullshit. That's bullshit. But yeah, I mean, I've read some of the recaps of what happened in the tapings, but I haven't really been paying attention to when they post the recap of the actual show on Wrestling Inc. Maybe it's just because the card isn't what they were hoping for. Who knows? Maybe I'd say this was a Chicago just being Chicago and saying we're going to boycott WWE.
Except for the fact that Money in the Bank is selling well.
It
From WWE reports. Now, the funniest part is that could mean that Money in the Bank is only half sold and NXT is 3/4 sold, and they could just be trying to throw everyone a wrench.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I could think of, the other thing besides that is that it's people only have money for one show.
Yes. See, that makes sense.
And if that's the case, do I want to go to NXT?
Personally, I'd rather be going to the NXT show.
I would go to the NXT show myself
because then I wouldn't have to sit there for 5+ hours.
Yeah. We'll get to that. Oh, did we even have that on the list?
Yeah, that's on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I would go to that because I know the show's gonna be a better show. Yes, I'd get to see like AJ Styles versus Nakamura in a last man standing match.
See, okay, that does make a little bit that there are some matches at Money in the Bank that I definitely want to watch.
But here's the thing, though, we've seen what they can do. Between these two, the match they had this last week, not the week, this past Tuesday, but the week before, was apparently amazing for TV and having it be on TV. But it's been like it's not as special as it could have been if it hadn't been like the 5th time we've seen it since WrestleMania.
Yeah, I know.
So, but there's that. So that's working against Money in the Bank. But I mean, yes, I get to see some of the big talent, but I know for a fact NXT delivers every single takeover. I'm gonna go to the show that I know is gonna deliver for some possible 4-hour show, not including a pre-show. That it may be 1-2 good matches, or may actually not give me a good show for a change.
Not give you a good show for a change? The WWE provides excellent programming every time you tune in.
Now you're actually sounding like I sound like when
I-
I'm boasting.
You know, dude, you started to get away from your core beliefs. I had to step in to remind you.
My core beliefs is I'm awesome. That's my core belief.
Yeah.
And whatever I say is awesome.
Well, speaking of how long pay-per-views are and why people may be making certain decisions regarding what show to go see, WWE has decided that they're going to set their time limits, their times. Pay-per-views used to be 3 hours.
Yes.
For the longest time, except for the major four.
Yep.
They were 4 hours.
Even then, some of the Survivor
Survivor Series sometimes was only 3 hours long.
SummerSlam was only
The
recently.
Royal Rumble usually was longer.
Yeah, but SummerSlam, Survivor Series were generally about 3 hours too.
Yeah.
Until recently.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble was generally around 3, usually maybe 3.5 hours.
Depending on how they did the year.
Yeah, the year. But it was only really WrestleMania that was 4 hours long. But they have announced, starting with Money in the Bank,
Yep.
because these are dual branded pay-per-views now, all of them, they're going to extend the time from 3 hours to 4 hours. Pay-per-views or network specials
Yeah, whatever.
are going to start at 7 o'clock for the main show.
Makes sense. That
Yes.
makes sense.
I think part of this is because they realize because they have more talent, because they have to get from both shows,
Right.
they do need more time. And when they start at 8 and go beyond, like they did it for Backlash,
Yeah, that was 8.
that started at 8.
Oh.
The-
Feels like it started at 7.
The pre-show started at 7.
That feels like it actually started at 6.
Nope. But it started at 8, so, and it went over almost 4. By 11 o'clock, people were starting to leave, so Vince was, of course, the rumor is, oh no, people just wanted to get home because we're running late. No, Vince, it was Roman Reigns in the main event again. That's why.
Well, I mean, there's that.
But, so, starting at 7, they can still get the 4-hour format and still get people out by 11. Until that 4 hours, they're running over or decided to fill half the card with a pointless segments.
Yeah. See, man.
If they took the Elias thing out at Backlash, it would not have gone over that long.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I love the segment, but at the same time, I get. But anyway,
Yeah.
but the big 4 will be 5 hours long,
Yeah.
and will start at 6 o'clock.
Or 6 hours if you're paying attention to the pre-show as well.
And if there's a 2-hour pre-show for like WrestleMania, 7 hours.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing: if you watch like the shows like Wrestle Kingdom, which was like 6 hours long this year,
Yes.
that was a good show. That was a really good show.
I just
And you know the funny thing about it? It was all wrestling in there. And people still watched it. It was still a great show. If you do it right, people can sit for those times. I mean, Americans can't really because we're so used to
What are you talking about?
stupid shit happening.
Look, seriously though, 5 hours of but so a company like New Japan during their Wrestle Kingdom, it's a 5-hour show.
It was 6 hours this past year.
Yes, that included the pre-show and some other
Nope.
stuff.
And the whole show ran for 6 hours.
Yeah, that the entire stream is including the pre-show.
Oh, it did include?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
That battle royal.
I didn't watch the Battle Royal.
Of course you didn't. It's the first thing that happens.
Because the thing I watched from where I watched was 6 hours and wasn't include the Battle Royal. According to the version I got.
Yeah. Okay. But no, see, their show is designed for the people in the audience.
Yeah.
WWE still does their pay-per-views as if they're running a TV show.
Yeah.
And there's a problem with that. You have an audience, live audience. If you're not catering to the live audience,
Yep.
you lose the live audience. You lose that live audience, no one's going to keep tuning in.
And not just that, people aren't going to buy your tickets.
Yeah. It's like, why would I go to a show where I hear from people that were in the audience that for 45 minutes they didn't do anything?
Yeah.
Like, they actually were able to get up. Like, I understand a break every couple of matches.
Yeah.
And send something to the back and, do stuff out back.
They give people time to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I get
just
that.
be like, okay, we're going to throw in some vignettes and, like, stuff like that. That way that audience can go to the bathroom, do whatever they need to, and then come, and then they're back for the next major match.
Yeah.
But they don't seem to do that.
No. Yeah. Once Triple H takes over, he'll fix this. Because I think Triple H has mastered a pretty good way with NXT takeovers.
Yes.
He's figured out a way to blend the two.
You keep the... he figured out how to keep the audience that's immediately there entertained.
And engaged the entire time.
Yep.
While also putting on the spectacle of a TV show.
Yes.
He's figured out. One of the things is smaller cards.
Yeah.
They only have 5 matches on an NXT takeover. And each match has time in there.
What?
They're usually about 2.5 hours. Now, am I saying that pay-per-view should be 2.5 hours? Absolutely not. Because
no. The 3 to 4 hour time limit is really good.
But you need to get the flow better.
Yeah.
And I think under him, he will figure that out.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
All right. Now you get to complain.
Yay! Am I playing?
Guess who's back?
Roman
again.
Roman Reigns.
Well, no, he never left.
Oh.
You can't call that man a comeback.
Is it the guy whose theme song was "I'm back
No.
and I'm better than ever"?
No.
Eric Bischoff's not back.
No. It's Mrs. Lady Balls herself, Stephanie McMahon.
I thought it was Linda you were talking about.
No, Linda's awesome.
I know. Oh wait, that's right. She's still
character-wise, Linda's awesome.
Yeah, that's right. She's still working for the government.
Yes.
And the small business.
I know. Look, I kind of understand because it wasn't exactly a small business when they took over, but she understands building a business.
Oh, and I mean, we covered this when she got appointed.
Yeah.
She wasn't she's not a bad option for it. She knows business. She knows stuff.
She knows how to grow a business.
Yeah. But but she's still over there, so that's right. She couldn't have come back.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. It's Stephanie, you idiot.
You sure it wasn't one of Triple H's daughters?
No. Pinch in the brow.
Yeah. The glasses didn't come off though, so
doesn't
count.
Okay. No. Stephanie came back to TV.
Yes.
No.
No.
So the Stephanie that we saw at WrestleMania and post WrestleMania, where it was like, oh, she's selling for Ronda. She's not cutting any promos that actually seem to hurt other people.
Okay.
When the women's, what was the women's Royal Rumble match?
Mm-hmm.
She actually helped sell people.
Yeah.
That's not the Stephanie that came back.
Oh, okay.
No, this Stephanie had a promo with Kurt and Roman where she just basically undercut Kurt completely to a live audience on TV.
Okay.
Roman comes out, and then she just basically cuts his balls off as well.
Good.
By saying that that he see, it would have been one thing if she was just like, no, you've gotten too many chances.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, she's actually telling the truth here.
Yeah.
The man's just been handed every chance he can get, and he whines like a little 12-year-old, being like, nobody loves me.
Yeah.
It's like, well, Roman, when the silver spoon has been shoved up your butt.
Yeah. And you can't reach that bar.
And you're just like, yeah, okay, you know what? But she was just like, you're just a whiny crybaby and blah, blah, blah. Like, she did nothing to help anybody in that show.
Again, this is them
and
trying.
Then there was a contract signing.
We'll get to the contract signing in a second. But for Roman, this is their continual try to make it look like management is screwing him.
Except for the fact that it really does come across as management going, wow, you haven't lived up to anything that we've given to you. So, no, you don't get that chance anymore.
No, not even just that. It's just another attempt to try to get fans behind them. But here's the thing. We already had this where management wasn't getting behind him. It was when we were the build to Roman versus Triple H for the WWE Championship like 3 years ago.
Yep.
At WrestleMania. It didn't work then.
No.
Why do you think all of a sudden he's getting screwed now? Oh,
He's not getting screwed.
He's not. He was in the main event at WrestleMania, and lost. He was in the last match before the Greatest Royal Rumble. Then he main event Backlash.
Yeah.
He's not getting punished.
No.
So-
So, dude, you're getting pushed beyond anybody else right now.
So,
And you're doing a shitty job of it.
as we watched.
Oh, yeah, and happy birthday, Roman.
Yeah, I don't care. It's a birthday.
He's 35.
Yeah. Oh, he's my age.
Yeah.
I'm older than him.
Yeah, actually.
Bow down to your elders, bitch.
You know, if he was here, he'd just slap you around.
Good thing he's not here.
Because there's nothing you could do against a man that size.
Yeah, I can. I can dick punch him. I'll take it from
Do you think that he only wears a bulletproof vest because of... He probably wears a cup. He's smarter than Shinsuke and AJ. He wears a cup all the time.
Probably. But no, it's like...
Even in the shower.
I mean, his balls must stink then.
Oh, no. It's a special shower cup.
Oh, okay.
It allows water to flow through it,
Oh, okay.
but it protects very well.
Okay. You thought this way too well.
Yep.
You're just picturing that with your eyes closed, weren't you?
No. The funniest part is Roman coming out of the shower and immediately taking a tub of grease and spreading it through his hair. And he's
Yeah.
being like, that's how it stays wet all the time. And you're like, ew. Oh, God, that's disgusting.
But anyway, the whole thing's like, in this segment, it was, yes, she undermined Kurt and hurt him. It doesn't really matter what she does to Roman because he's damaged goods anyway.
No, he's not. He's daddy's little puppy dog.
No, he's damaged goods. So, but yeah, I can see that. Moving on to the contract signing.
Oh, God, that was actually hard. That was tough.
I haven't seen it. I heard nothing
She
really happened.
basically ran from one side of the table being like, Naya, Rhonda said this about you. Rhonda, Naya said this about you. You guys gonna do anything? Yeah, poke. Nothing at all? I'm the greatest because I'm Stephanie McMahon.
I know people
Like,
want...
Rhonda should have just gotten up, put Stephanie through the table, looked right at Naya, and then grabbed the belt, and then Naya grabs the belt and holds it up right after they've signed it. And you're like, there you go.
I know people want... like,
Actually, that would be an awesome segment.
I know Cultaholics, what's his name, who's doing the bonkers thing in wrestling.
Oh, 5 most insane things.
Yeah, that
Jules.
thing. Said, like, this was her promoting herself. As much as people want to say she's promoting herself, I don't believe it.
I
This is
also,
Vince McMahon
Yeah.
promoting his daughter, and Stephanie
also-
McMahon saying, fine.
this is the same Stephanie McMahon character-wise that we saw through the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
This is the McMahon Helmsley regime again, and it's just like, well, okay, except for the fact that you did get beaten by the faces.
Yeah.
You know, a female face would step up and beat you, and I'm like, are we building that? This is going to see if we get the dynamic between Steph and Rhonda, that we kind of some of that magic that we had from Vince and
awesome.
Stone Cold.
Yep.
And I'm just talking 1/10 of the magic.
Yeah.
All of this actually will pay off.
Yes.
If we don't even get 1/10 of that magic, and I'm
Yep.
not saying they ever actually have a fight.
Yep.
Stephanie just keeps throwing other women at
Rhonda.
Rhonda and trying to screw her over at every chance she can get, and just being like, "Whoa! I'm the authority. You can't touch me."
Yep.
Until eventually they do finally get their match, or something.
Yes.
You know, that just 1/10 of that Vince and Stone Cold magic, just 1/10 of it.
Yeah.
All of this. Otherwise, this is going to be it's horrible,
Yeah.
and it comes across as horrible right now.
But who knows? I mean, like, a lot of people are saying that this build to Ronda and Nia is horrible. Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, The only thing I can say that would... Here's my thing.
Okay.
The rumor is that they're building to Charlotte and Ronda at WrestleMania next year for the main event.
Okay.
For the SmackDown Women's Championship. Or a championship. But... Which is fine. That match would be great if it's when Ronda's going to win the belt. For the first time. But we're having a championship shot already. And the only time we've seen her wrestle was at WrestleMania. Yes, she's been wrestling at house shows. She wrestled and stuff like this.
Her house show work, though, has been awesome.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Unless something happens where Ronda gets screwed out of the belt at Money in the Bank.
Turning Nia heel?
No, not even that. Like, you don't even have to turn Nia heel. It's just that Nia could lose the match, retain the belt because someone attacks Ronda. Because the rumor was the match they were building towards was Ronda versus Natalya.
Okay.
Because they're friends, and then because she never actually turned Natalya babyface. She just came over to Raw babyface when she was a heel on SmackDown.
Okay.
So the plan was originally, I guess, was to build this up like Natalya being jealous of Ronda, and eventually turning on her friend and build for a match. And maybe they could still do that, but Natalya costs Ronda the belt by attacking her. She wins, but she doesn't get the belt. This could build to a match at like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, or wherever the next match pay-per-view is after. I don't even know what's in July this year. It's not Great Balls of Fire.
Damn it.
But whatever.
I was hoping for 2 flaming balls with my logo again.
And a giant
line.
A line of fire.
Yeah.
That looks like a cock.
Yeah. Seriously, guys.
I know. And he didn't make it better when he added more balls.
Yeah, it didn't help.
No, it didn't. But or to that one. Except for that one.
Okay.
But we'll see what's going on. I'm glad that Nia has gotten the belt, and she deserves it. You're not doing anything to make me care that she has it.
She's the Mark Henry of the women's division. I'm gonna be really honest. Yeah. She is.
When she should be the Big Show of the division.
That's not any better.
It's a little bit better because he's held more world titles than Mark Henry.
Yeah, but it's not any better.
I know.
Because that means like Mark Henry has been a heel for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know, even when he's, smiling in his face, he's still a heel.
Yeah.
The Big Show has been a heel and a face so many times. He comes out as a face, hits somebody, leaves as a heel. And maybe there were 3 switches during the match too. And you're like, I don't know. How do I feel? Like, and he's just like, hey guys. And you're like, that's face. Ooh, I'm going to punch somebody. That's heel. Why is he tickling that person? I don't know what's going on anymore. We don't need that out of Nia.
No, we don't need that, but we could use her in the sense that she's always being used and for that. But we're not. I mean, like, Alexa Bliss getting as much offense as she did in both her matches for the title.
That's why I said Mark Henry.
Yeah, it was too much for Alexa. I mean, yes, you want her to seem like not get buried, but Alexa,
Nia, I know.
It's going to you have to do the squash. Yeah.
For one thing, it's a height difference.
Yeah.
There's a size difference. Alexa is so tiny.
Yeah. For the way the story was going, Nia should have just destroyed.
It should have been a squash match.
Yeah. But no, we didn't. But anyway. So yeah, but Stephanie doing this shit, it's Vince putting over his daughter.
You know that she's head of the writing. So how do you know it's not actually her?
Because Vince has to sign off on everything.
Yeah.
And Vince
That's an easy one for him to go, yeah, it's a Stephanie thing. She's doing this. Okay.
And
then walk away.
I think a lot of people like to think that the character we see on TV is very much her personality behind the scenes.
Uh-huh.
To an extent, it's probably somewhat true, but it's nowhere what we're seeing.
Yeah,
but I don't believe that she's trying to put herself over all the talent.
Oh, I don't know. I don't. You know what? Whatever. All right. Now we're going across the Pacific. We're going to Japan.
Oh, I thought we were going to Hawaii and talking about the volcano over there, and talking about how that volcano erupting is just how a great metaphor of what's going to happen to Roman Reigns' career.
A tiny blip on one corner of his career?
Sure.
Like, do you really think that it's like decimating the island? It's not. It's literally as if there was a manhole leak on the far side of town. You're like, so that's what's happening over there.
No.
All right.
Oh, fine. You talk about Japan. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, okay. So it looks like a ex-WWE star is going to be joining New Japan.
Another one. Come on, New Japan. Make your own stars.
They have.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Looks like John Morrison is going to be the one going over, or Johnny Mundo, or Johnny Impact. You know what would be cool if he shows up there and he's like, I'm Johnny Gaijin. Because it's outsider in Japanese.
How about Johnny New Pro?
No, see that? No.
Or-
No. That's too far. Johnny Japan.
No, Johnny IWGP.
He's like, yeah, look at me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a number of people
Oh, yeah.
that just watch it.
Johnny
What am
Mundo
I-
is great in the ring.
Wouldn't mind seeing him and Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Cody. Him and pretty much any one of the slightly lighter heavyweights. I'm talking like, you know how like
Lighter.
Okada's considered a heavyweight, but he's physically on the lighter side of
Yes.
the heavyweights. Those guys.
Yeah.
The leaner.
Yeah. I think it'd be good. He's a phenomenal talent, and when WWE lost him,
Yes.
that was a big mistake on their part.
I know. I mean, they weren't really using him all that
No.
well, but
I mean, yes, he was still learning at the time when he left, but he has learned so much. He needs to come back. If he's not going to come back to WWE, go to New Japan, rule
Yeah.
that territory.
yeah, take over Ring of Honor at the same time,
Yeah.
dude.
Do something. Get away from Impact, please.
Yes, get away from Impact, and quite honestly, as much as we have sang the praises of Lucha Underground, get away from there.
Yeah. It's probably not going to get a 5th season.
It was a wonderful little thing, and I would love to see it live on, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be what we thought it was going to be.
No. All right. So, any more New Japan Pro Wrestling news over there?
Yes! Last Friday, while we were doing our show, the Best of the Super Juniors 2018, the 25th edition of it, kicked off.
No one cares. Those are just cruiserweights.
You. Flippy shit is awesome.
I didn't say Felicia wasn't awesome. I'm just saying it's cruiserweights. No one cares about cruiserweights.
So
Vince McMahon has made it very clear cruiserweights don't sell.
Under him, because all he does is undersell them and just, yeah, you know what? So, let me just run down who's in it this year and then what their current standings are. We've got Tiger Mask 4, Dragon Lee, Flip Gordon, Sho, and Yo. Taiji Ishimori, the newest member of the Bullet Club.
Yep.
El Desperado, Will Ospreay, woo,
Flippy shit.
Marty Scurll,
Squirrel.
Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Chris Sabin, ACH. Don't know who that is. I'm going to have to check that out. It might be somebody that I already know. Hiromu Takahashi, Ryusuke Taguchi. Oh, please tell me I said that right. Kushida and Bushi. I right now. No, I actually don't know him. I haven't checked him out before.
Yeah, I showed him a photo of ACH.
I don't know who that is. But right now, oh my god, it looks so. Current standings: Block A, we've got Tiger Mask 4 at 6 points. Oh, also the rules are that if you get a, let me go back and see if I can get back to that rules for just 1 second.
It's similar to the same rules as the what is it called? The other tournament during the summer.
The G1.
Yeah. For the blocks at least.
Yeah, there was format. There it is.
It's like 2 points.
During the round robin portion, the two block system, a win is worth 2 points, a draw is worth 1 point, and a loss is 0. All matches have a 30-minute time limit.
What about submission? There's no difference?
Nope.
Okay.
Win, loss, draw. That's it.
So basically a pinfall. So basically, if you win, you get points. If you draw, you get 1 point.
You get 1 point.
If you don't, you don't get any points.
You get nothing.
Okay.
So yeah, Tiger Mask 4 has 6 points. Flip Gordon has 4 points. This is block A. Taiji Ishimori has 4 points. Will Ospreay also has 4 points. Yoshinobu is at 2, as well as ACH and Yo. And right now, Bushi has nothing. I know. So over in Block B, we've got Dragon Lee at 6 points. Sho and El Desperado at 4 points. Marty Scurll and Chris Sabin at... Marty Scurll, Chris Sabin, Hiromu, Ryusuke, and Kushida all at 2 points each.
Marty who?
Marty Scurll.
Squirrel.
Fuck you. But yeah, holy crap. There are so many matches have already happened, and there's still another full week to go.
Yeah.
The final is actually going to be held on June 4th.
Is this the block part, or is it the actual tournament?
That's the tournament, I believe, goes through this week.
Oh, because now we're going to be actually going to the brackets.
Oh, no. Sorry. The second half of the block goes on this week. And then it's through the weekend, tournament.
Oh, okay.
The single elimination tournament.
And the finals will wrap up on the 4th of June.
Right.
Okay.
The top 2 people of the block... the top wrestler from their block gets an immediate shot into the semifinals.
Okay.
So, yeah. Personally, I think that they're going to be... The way I see it, it's not working that way right now, but Will Ospreay versus Marty Scurll at the final.
Again?
Yeah.
Come on, New Japan, do something new. We've seen this match already.
No. Yes, we've seen it, but this is through a tournament.
Yeah, I know.
And it looks like it's going to be one of those... I would love to see Marty pull off something... Will get himself a couple of wins through this week.
Yep.
That way he gets a shot into the semifinal immediately.
Yep.
And Marty's the one that has to work his way all the way through it.
Okay.
And so when he does actually beat Will Ospreay in either the semifinal or a final, he's actually like going over him and being like, nah, dude, I had to go through so much stuff. All you had to do was sit on your ass.
Yep.
I'm still better than you. Then I'm going to be coming for your title.
Then I'm going to break your neck.
Yeah. Then I'm going to break your fucking neck. But yeah, I can't wait to check out this week's matches. Right now, over this weekend, it's Memorial Day weekend, I'm going to be watching last week's, all the matches that have gone on so far.
Cool.
Yeah.
I am not.
I know you're not.
I have stuff I got to do this weekend.
Oh, of course you do.
If I get a chance where I can be doing something where I can have something like on the background, I may do that, but probably not. I have a lot of stuff I got to get done. All right, so it's time for our main event, the headliner.
Yes.
So last week we announced Raw's deal with the USA Network, Universal NBC, to stay on the USA Network for, it doesn't say how many years. We don't know that yet.
No.
But we do know
a lot of details were not revealed regarding that contract.
All we know is that it's going to be like 3 times what it's currently valued for Raw, because they were not renewing SmackDown.
Right.
Well, we now know where SmackDown is going to end up. Was announced that Fox has secured the rights for the next 5 years for SmackDown.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome. I called this a week ago. Yeah, that's right.
You called it for going on Friday night. Good job.
And I called that as well.
Well, we already knew it was probably going to go to Fox.
Yeah.
I agreed with you on that part. I just wasn't sure.
I'm 2 for 2 on that one.
I wasn't sure if they were going to keep it on Tuesday nights or move it to there.
You know what? That deserves in our pay-per-view predictions. It's 10 points to Adam.
No.
10 points to Gryffindor.
No. But yes, we'll be airing on Friday nights on Fox. Does that mean it will be on Fox Network? Will it be on FX? We don't know. That has not been released
because
yet.
there's so many weird things going on.
Also, it's a year away.
Yes.
The contract starts in 2019.
Yeah,
So
October next year.
Yeah, so it's not like they'll figure this out at that time where they want to put it.
No, the announcement of Fox picking them up, though, really did seem like they were interested in it being a live event.
Yes, because what we haven't actually announced already was how much they're paying for this.
Which blew my mind, and
Yeah.
then okay, yeah.
This is for the 5 years, Fox is paying the WWE over $1 billion.
Yeah, I mean,
It works out to be 205 million a year.
Yeah.
For this, that's a lot.
It's a barely over $1 billion.
Yeah, it's
Just,
over.
It's pocket change.
Yeah. So you have the deal that they have with Disney. They're gonna have a lot of pocket change.
Yeah.
But which again, we already announced that the Raw deal kind of makes the network less special or less important.
And then this SmackDown deal happened. Now the thing is, though, people are still saying that the NBC deal is bigger than this.
Yes, because we don't know the full total amount of it, or how many years it's going to be for.
Right. It could be a 20-year contract, which I highly doubt.
I doubt it. But it's one of those things.
It's 5 years in a movie. 5 seasons in one movie.
Good job, WB. I can see Vince Strong doing that. But we don't know the specifics for the USA and Universal one. But yeah, the rumors is that it's still better than this one.
Yeah.
But still, $1 billion for the B show?
Dude, you know as well as I do, SmackDown is not actually the B show.
Well, I know that, but Vince McMahon's mind frame it is. So here's my thing. When you're getting that kind of money for what Vince McMahon says the B show,
right?
You better make the show better.
Oh God, yeah.
Which is already right now. It already is better.
It's a much better show.
Yes, it has better talent.
It's got a great main event / mid-card scene.
Yeah.
That you have almost a ton of guys that can slide in and out of either scene.
Yep. The tag division got really strengthened.
Yeah. The tag division is extremely strong, and the talent of the women's division is actually strong.
Yep.
I'm not saying that the women's division is strong right now. Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Carmella.
The storyline lies, it's not that well. And I'm going to disagree with what's his name on Cultaholics. You should be invested in Asuka versus Mella. That is money. Mella is money.
Oh, God, no. I'm interested because it's Asuka.
Yes.
I'm not interested because of Carmella.
Oh, I have some breaking news for you. There's a rumor is that the winner of the women's contract might be Lana this year.
Okay.
No.
Why not?
You say Carmella can't really wrestle?
I know.
Lana is worse. We saw this. No.
Dude.
I'm okay with Rusev getting the contract, which is what the rumor is that they're going to be doing a Mr. and Mrs.
You know that now that this rumor's out there, it's going to be squashed, and it's going to go to, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton's not even in the match.
I know.
He's out with an injury.
And Lita.
I'm okay with Lita winning it.
But she won't be but it's actually Jeff Hardy that's going to climb up the ladder to get it, though. Again.
Okay, I'm okay with that. No.
It's Santina Morella this year.
Oh, God. But that's the thing. It's just yeah, this is going to be worth money. What's his name who was doing the most insane things? What's his
Jules.
Jules was saying? He's right. We better have at least one thing of pyro every show with these 2 contracts.
Yeah, it's like $200 million a year for SmackDown. I know that most of that's going to go for production, pyro. Give us a little pyro.
Pyro is part of production, Vince.
Yeah.
It is.
It is. We understand that in the Ruthless Aggression era, you kind of got a little crazy with the pyro.
Yeah.
It should be the main event gets pyro.
Here's
and your opening montage.
Not even that. You don't even have to do that.
Right? Remember Raw? It was just fire across the stage. Everything was going off
because they were copying Nitro because Nitro was doing it.
Yeah.
And then they took it to a next level once they beat Nitro because hey, we won.
Yeah, we could. But see, that that opening
Yeah.
with the pyro, I like that.
So do I. But
Not everyone needs pyro.
here's the thing. Here's what I look at it as this way. Because they did it a little bit in the Ruthless Aggression era for a set. Most people didn't have pyro. The bigger talent got pyro.
Yes.
It should be something you earn as part of your entrance.
Yeah. Once you hold that title,
Yeah.
you should get pyro.
Not even earn that, hold that title, but you're considered a mainstay for the main event for the time being.
Right.
You should get pyro. And it should be a small pyro.
Except for Roman Reigns.
If you get the championship, you get big pyro.
Yeah.
In your show, you can book your shows around this with who gets pyro and who doesn't. Because
Roman's opening really should change to just Michael Cole going, "It's the big dog!"
that should be his music.
Yeah, that's all it is. Just over and over again.
Big dog!
Because I think it'll be loud enough that no one can hear the booze.
Yeah, there you go. It's the big dog!
It's a big dog! It's a big dog! Over and over again. You're like, is Michael Cole having a stroke? And then you hear Michael Cole talk over it, and you're like, oh, that's Roman's new entrance music.
Okay.
All right.
I know. So, but it'll be interesting to see how this does affect
I mean,
the
none
network
of
now.
this is going into effect until October of next year anyway.
Yeah, but going back to the point was, the Raw contract kind of made the network less valuable.
Yeah.
This contract makes it almost irrelevant.
See, I think because of doing that, though, because now you have Raw and SmackDown relatively even,
Yeah.
the only thing that you're paying attention to the network for is the pay-per-views.
Yes.
And specials.
Yes.
And to me, strengthen your programming there then.
Yeah.
You know, have the indie programs on your network, which makes your hardcore audience go, okay, well now I am going to buy this.
Have your tournaments
On the network. Which, I mean, they totally do.
Yeah.
But these are events that
Yeah.
will draw people to buying the network.
Yeah. Here's an idea. Bring back your King of the Ring tournament. And it's not for the main roster. No. This is for all your indie specials. It's another tournament for the NXT and other brands.
Yes.
As you bring your international regional promotionals in check, you have it there to promote them. That way you could see people in Asia's promotion going up against your people in your United Kingdom promotion.
Yes.
And you have your champions of those brands on the show. Maybe they're not wrestling, but they're there and they're representing.
Yeah.
You can have a special match where, like, if you have like only 4 international programs,
Maybe a couple of the mid-card guys from the main event. From the main roster.
But here's the thing:
Just saying.
if you only have like 3 or 4 regional promotions up and running, maybe you have a fatal 4-way between the top champions as a match.
Yeah.
Just to kind of go there, promote. And then, of course, this would be overseen by Triple H, and he would do stuff like this
Yes.
because he knows how to promote people.
I know.
Because he's been doing it himself.
What? Triple H. No. Triple H didn't promote himself. He buried other talent.
By promoting himself.
We'll just say Booker T, dude. You know. The weird part is that Vince McMahon called that ending.
Yeah.
Except for the 23 seconds. That was Hunter.
Yeah.
That was Hunter being like, yeah, you know what? This is not going to end the way that any of us want to, and I need to look like an even more bad guy for a while.
Yeah.
Booker, guess what I'm doing? I'm just going to make you lie there in a ring for a little while. I'm so sorry, but it's going to put so much heat on me for a long time.
But yeah, so this is actually a big deal.
Yes.
I mean, it's good. Maybe SmackDown will not be just seen as the B show.
No.
It will because it's Vince McMahon.
Exactly.
But there's nothing wrong with having 2 A shows.
Exactly.
And actually, the whole point of having this was for competition. Actually make them have competition instead of saying, no, Raw has to be the better show. No, it doesn't.
Also,
make them actually fight for it.
My personal thought, don't talk about the other show
Yeah.
until the next pay-per-view is coming up.
Yes. The only time you'll be allowed to talk about the other show is at Survivor Series, because that's usually your dual branded.
Well, no, all the pay-per-views are dual branded now.
Yeah, I was talking about like, dual branded show versus show.
Oh, see that one? Then you're starting to send people over, and you're really talking. During the road to.
Yeah, but Royal Rumble, Raw doesn't talk about the SmackDown.
No,
you can mention SmackDown stars are going to be in it as well, but you don't talk about them
until like just before it, and then you're just like, these are the people that are in the match.
Yeah, but you're hyping up your Raw stars because one of them is going to win the Royal Rumble.
Of course,
to represent Raw.
Roman Reigns.
Yes.
He wasn't even announced in the match, but he's entrant number 31.
No, he's gonna win the Cruiserweight Royal Rumble this year.
Ah, yes.
And the women's.
And the women's.
And the New Japan Battle Royal over in at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, he's not signed with them. He's just gonna walk out. He's gonna actually come through the crowd, and he's just gonna basically tip everyone.
He's gonna tip the ring over. Yep, everyone falls out,
and he's gonna get in, and he's gonna declare himself the winner.
Yeah.
He's like, because Vincent told me to come over here and do that. And then later that night, he's gonna somehow walk out with the IWGP title.
Yeah, for no apparent reason.
Yes.
All right.
That's all we got.
Well, okay. So weird, interesting fact.
Yeah.
You pointed out to me.
Yes, I forgot. I just realized that.
This is a weird thing. There is one particular superstar wrestler who, when on either Raw or SmackDown, the show has become a much better show.
So this was pointed out to me by a segment at Wrestle Talk.
Okay.
So I was watching this and like, they have a good point. I gotta bring this up with Adam.
When you brought it up to me, I was just like, no, that can't be. Oh my God, you actually have a great point.
Explain the metaphor that you used.
Okay, so you have this wonderful art, oil painting of a countryside, or of a cityscape or something. It's an amazing masterpiece. There is so much detail and things going on in it.
Da Vinci level.
Yeah, you're just like, this is amazing. And then one day someone points out to you, you're like, hey, this guy's pooping in the corner. And from then on, you know that in this masterpiece, there is this dude pooping in the corner. And you're like, I will always see that.
I can never not see that again.
I know it's going to be there. And I'm going to point it out to somebody one day. And they're going to go,
holy shit.
Oh, and they will never be able to look at the painting the same way again. Yeah. I can't look at Raw and SmackDown the same way again because of this information.
And that superstar wrestler is The Miz.
I just want to be like, no, he was part of he's part of Raw during the terrible time. Nope, he was on SmackDown.
Yep. When you look at...
you look at earlier in the career and you're like, you just made no impact at all.
Yeah, but when you look since the brand split, Miz was on SmackDown. That's when he's really started pushing the Intercontinental title. He was even doing it for a while, but
he almost had the feud with Daniel Bryan.
He pushed the Intercontinental, had great matches with Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
The show was one of the better shows. He played a big part in it. It wasn't just him.
Nope.
But he was on that show. He gets drafted, shooken up,
over to Raw.
And that suddenly becomes the better show.
And I mean, it's not amazing. It's not because of him.
No,
but he just while he's on these shows, they do better. He's back on SmackDown now,
and now is being better. Again, if you look at the talent on SmackDown, it's a whole contribution, but it's just this one thing. Wherever the Miz happens to go, that show is the better show at the time.
He needs to be put on NXT just for 3 weeks, and you're like, somehow, I mean, his match was meh. It was good, it was solid, but it wasn't anything great. All the other matches on those cards were amazing, and those shows were just so much better.
But here's the thing that they also pointed out on the Wrestle Talk segment. Since his match at WrestleMania, the Miz's matches have been on fire.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like the WrestleMania match against Finn Balor and Seth Rollins made something click in his brain when it came to psychology. And now he's just like having these amazing matches.
I don't think it was the match with them. What else happened around that time?
His daughter was born.
I really think that becoming a father changed him.
Oh, so do I. I
really think that his becoming a father just kind of was like, you know what? I am secure with who I am,
Yep.
and I'm going to do the best at being me as I can be.
Oh yeah, but I think it was like just being those two guys who master psychology.
I mean, they're both the three of them in the ring were a wonderful, wonderful sight.
Yeah. And he just something made me click. I mean, I think it was always there. It was just like a final piece he needed.
Yeah.
And he had on fire matches with Seth at Backlash.
Yes.
He's just getting better, which makes me can't wait for when he finally gets in the ring with Bryan, and they literally steal the fucking show. And you never think Bryan and Miz would steal the fucking show, but we had that potential now.
That has to be Daniel Bryan's. Like, if they're not going to renew his contract this year, that has to be his last match.
Yes.
And I don't care when it takes, like, where it takes place at a pay-per-view.
Oh yeah.
As long as it's not a house show.
Yes.
It has to happen either pay-per-view or on Smackdown.
I want it at SummerSlam if it's gonna be.
See, I would like it at SummerSlam, but what if he still has a couple of more appearances after? I literally want it to be the last thing he does with the company.
Oh, so do I. But like, I don't think it'll work out that way.
Yeah.
But that would be awesome. Because they can actually have potential to steal the show.
I know.
But tell us what you think about the news we covered. Stephanie, do you think she's hyping herself up, stealing the spotlight?
Is she acting like a bitch?
Yeah.
Or does she have the greatest lady balls on the planet?
Tell us your thoughts about the Super Junior.
The best of the Super Juniors.
Yes, that down there. What do you think of Johnny Mundo, Impact, fill in the blank, going to New Japan? Thoughts about the Mae Young Classic 2? Women you'd like to see in there?
You don't have to go over everything that we talked about.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Just let us know in the comments. Tell us your thoughts on this contract.
Okay.
And the Miz. And
also, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and smash that like button. Give us a, hit the ding-a-ling.
Hit the thumbs up.
Yeah.
We're going for, how many likes did we get last week?
Look, we didn't hit the goal. Can we get a like?
Can we get
a like?
We're going to go for, I'm going for 3 likes.
Can we get a like?
Okay, Adam's going for a like.
That's not me. Please. You didn't even like the video. I can't believe, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Tim. If you can't even like the show that you're on, I don't know if we can continue on.
I did like the show.
I need to take a break.
I did like it.
I need to go someplace. I need to get away from this. I can't be in the same room as you anymore.
I did like our show. It was the Writer's Mindscape. And it is the Tim Show.